Hi viewers, now in this video we are going to discuss about types of sliding pool valves and solenoid valves. So in the subject mechatronics we are discussing in the module 5 about the directional control valves and the flow control valves. Okay, so the directional control valves are the valves which is used for directing or directing the flow path, the way of the fluid for moving the actuators, and the flow control valves is used for controlling the amount of liquids or amount of fluids has to pass. So for both the things, both the valves has to be operated with some mechanisms. So here the mechanisms what we are going to see is a solenoid and the sliding pool valves, how it is going to operated, the spool valves. Okay, spool valve is consists of a shaft sliding in a bore which has the larger groove around the circumference. So just like a piston, we have imagined that a piston inside a cylinder, how it is going to be moved inside of a cylinder. The same way here also a cylindrical a cylinder is there, and inside which the spool is going to be operated. The quality of the seal in between the spool and the cylinder is depends upon the amount of clearance, okay, and the viscosity of the fluid of the inside which fluid we are going to operate. So what type of viscosity, how much viscosity, according to that the seal we have to pack for the movement, because it is moving inside the cylinder. Okay, so here the spool valves are categorized according to the number of operation position and how the hydraulic lines are interconnected. So how we are operating in what directions and how many positions we are going to keep. Okay, like this we are going to see here. One example I can say is a two-way valve. Okay, the two-way valve, this is the bore what is the inside we can call the hole in between the cylinder and the piston. That's a spool, we can say that is a bore. In the bore, the spool is going to be operated. At the right side you can see a spring is going to be maintain the pressure, so that if you press the lever in the left side, we have a lever. So this, even if you manually, or it can be operated by other mechanical manners, actuation systems, no issues. But when it pushes, so we can see here in the first slide or first picture, this port A, liquid is entered into this, but it closes the piston or the spool, close the way of the liquid to enter. So next what we can do is, we can, if you want to move to this port A, so the liquid has to flow here, means then we have to move this spool with the help of any activation mechanism. So if you push it, it will move towards that and it will have a connection. So the connection between the port A and port B will be done with the help of when the getting operated, when this is manually operated, so that this is two ways. One way is there from the port, and port A it goes up, and when it is releases, when due to the spring action it moves backward and it is getting closed again. So this way is operated by the help of the mechanism, spring mechanisms, and it may be a manual or other cam operated mechanism can be used for the left side to move this. The actuator can move forward and backward depending upon the connectivity of the pressure on the tank port with the actuator port, right? So here the second one is two position three-way valve. So right, so direction, and that's what we already we have said that direction control valves are going to decide on which direction the fluid has to flow, or from where to where it has to flow. And because during the operations, to operate the actuators forward motion or backward motion, we need to supply the fluid either in the front side or the back side. So if we want to supply the to the one side, then we have to make the path for it, and another side again you have to make the path for it. So here we are using the direction control valve. When it has two paths to the forward or backward, so different directions we are going to select with the help of the by moving the spool backward and forward. Here you can see that same spring action will be there in the right hand, and the spool which is going to be moved with the help of any mechanism, either it may be a cam mechanism or it's maybe a manual one. So this what it will happen is, when you can see in the first figure, that is port P is connected to A, and the port T is blocked. So a liquid is passing through one side, so the port A, and it will pass to one side of the cylinder. So the liquid is passing like this when the gate is open for like this position. And but when we are going to, with the help of the spring action, if you move that one again, we can change now the direction, so that liquid is getting connected way is port A to port T, or we can go that way. Either the direction of fluid flow can be controlled with the help of the moving the positions. So the port A and port P and A already connected, now it is disconnected because of the movement. Okay, and which is already like that, the port T which is already closed, now it is open. So by moving the piston, moving the spool front and back with the help of this manual and the spring action, we can get a different ways like this. Here three position wave valve, three positions we can keep it. One is that first we can pick P to B and A to T. We can see the port P is how it is going to be connected. P is going to be connected here, but remaining things is getting closed. These two ports is open, and the port T is getting closed, right? So a liquid can be moved in these two ways. Okay, port 1 port A, and port P port B, right? So that is the possibility of moving, and this port T is getting closed. But in the second picture you can see, when the sliding is, the spool is moved to another extent, so the port A and port P is getting connected, and port B is port T can be connected. So this now port T is getting closed. So by moving the position, so three positions we can see, another position we will see. So these are the two positions how the four-way valves. Suppose if I want to close everything, I can go for the third position, so that we can see these port A is also getting locked, port B is also getting locked. So liquid cannot move anywhere, and there is no movement at all in either direction. So this is getting locked anywhere. So this in the closed center DCV valves, all ports are getting closed. So therefore hydraulically, when we want to close everything, then we can move this type of movement. And the reciprocate next one is these valves can be operate double acting cylinders. So this is what the 2 to 4 way we have seen. So port A to port B is open, A to T to A is open, another port T is closed. So this is the type. And solenoid actuation, now we can see the movement of the spool can be done with manually, or it may be with the electrical actuation. So electrical actuation, already a coil which is energized solenoid coil is there, and when the coil is getting energized, it produces a magnetic field, so that it will push the piston anywhere. So by connecting the solenoid on both the sides of the spool, so in this picture we can see that the spool can be moved on both the direction, either right side or left side direction. So to move the spool, we have to activate. This is the spool here. So normally if you want to move forward and backward direction, with the help of a manual power or some mechanical power system, actual system are used. But in some electronics, that's what solenoid can be also be used for timing, switch time. Less switching timing is possibility in this. So it can easily move, and immediately it can respond for anything. So here we can see the solenoid, it is attached with the spool at the either end. So the armature and energized coil, see here we can see this coil is getting energized automatically due to the magnetic field it produces. It can move this spool either direction. So on both the sides, which one to be activated is we have to design, and it depends upon how much voltage we are giving, and according to that the movement may be possible. So it may allow the direction, just like the same four-way valve how it was there. So it may allow the liquid to flow here and there, so both the direction can be open, ports can be open. So by using this solenoid we can control the movement like manual, but more than that, it's solenoids are mainly used in all the industrial automation systems. So in this video we have seen about what are the directional control valves which is operated by spool, and that is the spool operated or spool valve, and the how it is operated by manual and solenoid. Okay, in the next classes, next videos, we are going to see about the further classes, further valve direction valves, and then the symbols and the hydraulic circuits, how they are going to help us in industrial applications like that. Okay, thank you for watching.